So Delhi election dates have been announced. Delhi will vote on the 5th of February. The results will be announced on 8th of February. In fact, this is going to be a three-cornered contest, or in fact, it's a high-stakes battle between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, with the Aam Aadmi Party.
And now reactions also, Vasudha, coming in. Manish Sisodiya is speaking. Let's listen into what he's saying.
कि नेता जो हैं आजकल केवल गाली गलौज कर रहे हैं. उनके पास ना दिल्ली की जनता के लिए कोई एजेंडा है, ना कोई नेता है, ना कोई काम है, ना कोई बताने के लिए कि भाई हम जीत जाएंगे तो ये करेंगे. बस वो कह रहे हैं कि हम तो गाली गलौज पार्टी, हम तो गाली गलौज ही देंगे, गाली गलौज दे रहे हैं.
अब जबकि घोषणा हो चुकी है, कितनी सीटों की उम्मीद है आपको, क्या लगता है?
पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार दिल्ली की जनता देगी, और दिल्ली की जनता जब देती है तो छप्पड़ फाड़ के देती है.
चलिए.
They're obviously exuding that confidence, Vasudha, and this is something that earlier today also we heard Arvind Kejriwal talk about, this Gali Galoch charge against the BJP when they released the election anthem, election song, and he said they indulge in Gali Galoch, we don't. But yes, the big news now, finally we have the dates, Vasudha. It's a very hard, contested election, the first major election of 2025, and a three-cornered contest between the BJP, AAP, and the Congress Party.
Absolutely, Gargi, and Delhi has followed this principle of extreme voting in both 2014 and in 2019 and in 2024. It's the BJP that swept all the Lok Sabha seats, the 7 Lok Sabha seats. In fact, it led in more than half of the assembly seats.
All right, let's go across to Ishika now, who joins us from the BJP headquarters. Over to you, Ishika.
Well, yes, so they have been announced. It is 5th that Delhi will be going to voting. Joining me right now is the Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva ji with us. Sir, dates announced हो गई है, BJP कैसे देख रही है?
हम इन डेट्स का बहुत बेसब्री से इंतजार कर रहे थे, और मैं स्वागत करता हूं. 5 फरवरी दिल्ली में बदलाव का दिन होगा. दिल्ली के 1,55,24,858 मतदाता दिल्ली का भविष्य तय करेंगे. एक बेहतर दिल्ली, सुंदर दिल्ली, स्वच्छ दिल्ली और एक सशक्त दिल्ली बनाने का संकल्प उस दिन दिल्ली के मतदाता लेंगे. और 8 तारीख को जब रिजल्ट आएगा, उसी दिन ये स्पष्ट हो जाएगा कि आपदा सरकार जा रही है, भाजपा सरकार आ रही है.
लेकिन केजरीवाल ने तो आज एक सॉन्ग रिलीज कर दिया कि केजरीवाल फिर से आएंगे.
नहीं, आपने ध्यान से नहीं सुना. वो गाना है, फिर जाएंगे केजरीवाल, तिहाड़ जाएंगे केजरीवाल.
So certainly, as you heard here, the BJP also saying that this time they are very confident that they will be coming back to power again. And certainly, the swipe that you saw that that Virendra Sachdeva took at Kejriwal's newly launched song over that. So certainly, BJP says that this Aapada Sarkar, the slogan that now they have, they are saying that this time the people will vote them out of power because of the alleged governance failures that have been there by the Aam Aadmi Party government. Over to you.
That's Ishika Verma joining us from the BJP office and speaking to Virendra Sachdev, the BJP president of New Delhi.
Who had a very different take on the AAP song, as we just heard. Fir Aayenge Kejriwal was turned to Fir Jayenge Kejriwal. But yes, we also have Shreya joining us from the AAP office. Shreya, what is the reaction to the election dates being announced?
Absolutely, the tug of war has begun, and it is going to be a three-cornered election. But the predominant parties are, of course, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. The BJP has been out of power for the last 27 years. They're really trying hard to criticize the Aam Aadmi Party on the whole allegations around corruption and the renovation of the CM house. But the Aam Aadmi Party is quite confident that this time around to the people of the national capital will vote for Kejriwal, who is the main face of the party, who's the main vote getter. Today we saw him launching the election campaign song, Fir Laayenge Kejriwal, and although the party is very well aware that this is going to be a tough election, and therefore they are acknowledging the challenges, be it the corruption challenges around the excise policy, but then they're also playing up their welfare schemes that they've been known for. They said that they will continue with the freebies, be it the free electricity, water, healthcare, education, and on top of that, they have also promised the monthly allowance to women who have been a major vote bank for the Aam Aadmi Party. They have said that they will be providing 2,100 rupees for all women from age group of 18 to 60 who fall below the tax bracket. They will be getting 2,100 rupees, and also the autowalas will be getting life insurance of 10 lakh rupees and 5 lakh insurance of accident insurance. So they are definitely keeping are promising to their major vote banks that they will be providing and contributing they, of course, Aam Aadmi Party's main face Kejriwal is also quite confident that this time around too the people will vote for him in favor of the welfare schemes. And two most important strategy has been, of course, to provide a free healthcare to all senior citizens. This has been a very big claim made by a promise made by Mr. Kejriwal himself, that all senior citizens will get free healthcare treatment, be it government or private hospital, once they are back in power, once they win, this time around too, and also the monthly allowance for women. So these two promises are being highlighted time and again, and they are quite confident that no matter the kind of criticism that BJP has been leveling against Kejriwal, be it on his honesty or the kind of sincerity that he has, and how BJP has been saying that the party has lost its main values, their foundation of principles of transparent government and honesty. But Kejriwal believes that the people of Delhi will vote for him, considering the kind of work that they have done for the last 10 years. Of course, if a government has been in power for the last 10 years, there is bound to be ground level dissatisfaction. People are highlighting that there are several issues that are not being addressed by the Aam Aadmi Party, be it the broken roads, the quality of water, sanitation, waste mismanagement. These kind of real issues are kind of being overshadowed, are not coming into the limelight. It is the welfare schemes that are being played up by the Aam Aadmi Party, because they know that this is what that has worked in their favor. It is mostly the Delhi's poor and the people living in the unauthorized colonies and slums who have always believed in
Shreya, thank you so much for
Kejriwal's
joining us. That's Shreya joining us from Aam Aadmi Party. Also, BJP spokesperson Pradeep Bhandari is speaking on the election dates and the Aam Aadmi Party by.
तो संदीप दीक्षित तो खुद ही आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस पार्टी के राहुल गांधी को एक्सपोज कर रहे हैं, जो कहती हैं कि ईवीएम को हैक किया जा सकता है। मुझे लगता है जो लोग ईवीएम का विरोध कर रहे हैं वो सब ये चाहते हैं कि पेपर बैलेट से चुनाव हो और वो बूथ को लूट सके। वो फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शंस के विरुद्ध है और ये सब का सब एंटी डेमोक्रेसी एजेंडा है। आज मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि चुनाव आयोग के स्पष्टीकरण और क्लैरिफिकेशन और साथ में फैक्चुअल रिबटल के बाद में ये लोकतंत्र विरोधी इंडिया अलायंस, कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी इस ईवीएम के झूठे प्रोपोगंडे पर शांत रहेगा और जनता के बीच में जाएगा। जनता जिसको चुनना चाहती है वो चुनती है। जैसे भाजपा को प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी के लीडरशिप में 3 बार चुना, कुछ अलग राज्यों के अंदर दूसरे शासकों को चुना। तो मेरे हिसाब से आज इलेक्शन कमीशन के फैक्चुअल डिटेल्ड प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद में अगर कोई भी ईवीएम के या विरोध करेगा वो लोकतंत्र विरोधी, देश विरोधी और बाहर की ताकतों का एजेंडा इस देश में चलाने का प्रयास करेगा।
वो कहती रही हमेशा कि मैंने जो किया है वो बीजेपी 5 साल में क्या 2 दिन में भी नहीं कर सकती। आपको क्या लगता है कैसे आप उनकी नाकामियों को लोगों तक पहुंचाएंगे?
देखिए, मेरी पूरी कोशिश रहेगी, ये चुनाव मुद्दों पर है। तू मैं निजी हमले और एकदम से निचले स्तर की राजनीति जो भाजपा के उम्मीदवार रमेश भिदुरी जी कर रहे, कम से कम वो नहीं रही। और बिल्कुल मुकाबला सीधा कांग्रेस का आम आदमी पार्टी से है। भाजपा के उम्मीदवार कालका जी की बात करेंगे। अपनी भाषा, अपनी बोली की वजह से लोगों के दिलों से उतर चुके हैं। लोगों में गुस्सा है, कैसी निम्न स्तर की भाषा उन्होंने बोली, वो तीसरे स्थान पे जाके खत्म होने वाली है। मेन कांग्रेस का है कि हमारी जो खोई हुई जमीन, हमारा वोट, हमारा विश्वास जो लोगों का हमारे पास था उनके पास गया, लेकिन 10 साल में निराशा हुई है। जहां तक आप आतिशी जी की बात करेंगे, मुद्दों पर बिल्कुल घेरूंगी। कालका जी विधानसभा में विधायक रही ना, तो विरोध क्यों नहीं किया शराब नीति का? एक के साथ एक शराब की बोतल फ्री मिल रही थी, बिक रही थी, आपने विरोध, महिला विधायक थी, क्यों नहीं किया? शराब पीने की उम्र को कम किया जा रहा था 25 से 21, आपने विरोध क्यों नहीं किया? समर्थन कैसे करती रही? लोगों में गुस्सा है। विकास की बात है ना, मुख्यमंत्री की विधानसभा तो एक आदर्श विधानसभा होनी चाहिए थी। आइए मैं आपको लेकर चलूंगी कालका जी विधानसभा में, और आपको दिखाऊंगी कितने नर्क गंदगी में वहां के लोग जीने को मजबूर है, और 10 साल कम नहीं थे। गुनाहगार, दोषी कोई एक नहीं, आम आदमी पार्टी और भाजपा बराबर के दिल्ली के दोषी और गुनाहगार है। क्या
So that was Congress leader Alka Lamba, also the Congress candidate who's contesting against the Chief Minister Atishi from the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me go across to my colleague Aishwarya, who joins us from the Congress office. Aishwarya, the dates are out. Delhi will be voting on the 5th of February. Congress has come out with 40 of its names of candidates. BJP 29, and the Aam Aadmi Party has come out with the names of all of its 70 candidates. So clearly there is a sense that the Aam Aadmi Party seems to be projecting a face of preparedness here. Tell us, how is the Congress party and the BJP, a party that you track, how are they looking at these dates?
Well, certainly the Congress party has also jumped into action as far as the poll promises are concerned. Yesterday, we saw how D.K. Shiv Kumar, Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister, had held a press conference in the national capital, and he announced to give 2,500 rupees if Congress comes into the power in Delhi. And this is on the lines of what has been promised in Karnataka or earlier in Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan as well, where the Congress government were in power and they had fulfilled the promise. The Congress clearly attacked the Aam Aadmi Party and stated that there has been no such work which has been done by the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi for the last 10 years as far as development is concerned. Women empowerment is one of the core issues where Aam Aadmi Party had completely failed, and to give more power to women, it is now decided that 2,500 rupees per woman will be given if the Congress Party comes into power. And certainly the Congress High Command has been also asking its top leaders to also jump into action. There will be several rallies which are now being planned in the national capital with the top leadership and their chief ministers from different states also will be holding. But it was it was the Congress party who did not open its account back in 2020 and 2015, and therefore to gain some margin, to gain some vote share this time, and to gain some seats this time, certainly it would be more powerful Congress that we can see in the upcoming campaigning of the Delhi elections. It is already a few of the leaders which had been assigned a job to take the campaign forward. But how many rallies will the top high command of the Congress party, including Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, will be doing in the national capital, looking at Aam Aadmi Party being its ally of the India bloc at the central level, is something that remains to be seen. Because remember, it was Arvind Kejriwal who spoke to the Congress high command, Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, where he asked Ajay Maken to postpone its press conference, where Ajay Maken was about to do a press conference on Arvind Kejriwal, calling him anti-national. So there is a bit of tug of war between the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, but how it will roll down to the ground is something that will be very interesting to see. But in a press conference done by the CEC Rajiv Kumar, which is today's last press conference at the as the CEC, he clearly had stated that he would like to appeal each and every Delhiite to come out and vote, as 1.55 crore voters will be voting this time.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Aishwarya, for joining us with all those details. And yes, a challenge for the Congress party, Vasudha being more resurgent. Are they going to, damage the AAP's chances more than the BJP's? That's something. And yes, we did see Ajay Maken there calling Kejriwal Farziwal and saying he's going to address that press conference. But then he didn't, as Aishwarya was pointing out there. There is a post put out by Arvind Kejriwal in response to the election dates being announced, where he said said the date of the election has been announced. All the workers should be ready to enter the fray with full strength and enthusiasm. Their big systems fail in front of your passion. You are our biggest strength. So speaking to the workers and the people of Delhi, this election will be between the politics of work and the politics of abuse. So once again, Vasudha raising that issue about abuse, and the people of Delhi will trust our politics of work. We will definitely win. So that is what Arvind Kejriwal thereon has said. He's written in Hindi, but basically saying that their biggest systems fail in front of your passion. To the he's addressing the workers of Aam Aadmi Party, saying that it is between the politics of work and the politics of abuse. Well, let's go across to our guests now, and we're joined by Charu Pragya, spokesperson BJP, Aditi Fadnis, senior journalist, Anjali Rai, national spokesperson AAP, and Asad Abbas, political analyst and someone who supports the Congress party. Thank you so much for joining us. And first to you, Charu Pragya, when the Aam Aadmi Party, they're reacting to the election dates, talking about their work and accusing the BJP of being a party of gali galoch.
A very good afternoon to you and to all our viewers. And like everyone, I welcome the announcement of the election dates. I think Delhi has been waiting for a long time to get these dates, because the 8th of February is going to be the day our city is going to be rid of the Aapta that has engulfed us for over 11 years. I think that these elections are going to be one of the most critical elections seen by the state of Delhi, because here we have a former chief minister who's been behind bars, in fact, who had to vacate his seat because he's still not allowed by the courts to take any administrative decisions, even visit his office, sign any files, so on and so forth. So all the misconception that they still seem to be floating around with the Aam Aadmi Party Karyakartas, that will come to a rest with this election. We are contesting this election on solid grounds, and this is the voice of Delhi that is being carried forward by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Every single promise of Aam Aadmi Party has fallen flat over the years. They talk of free water, but give us dirty water, and they encourage the tanker mafia. They talk about their model of health, but we have seen how during the worst of the COVID days, they were busy distributing money to liquor barons and giving one bottle free with every bottle of alcohol to the city of Delhi, instead of focusing on the crisis we had at hand. When it comes to developmental issues, the cleaning of the Yamuna, the way people in fact drowned in our city this year because of the neglect of Aam Aadmi Party, all of this is something which needs to change in the city, and it's going to change when Bharatiya Janata Party is in power in the city.
Right. JP Nadda, the president of the BJP, has also reacted to the poll announcement, saying, and I quote, "I welcome the Election Commission of India's announcement of the Delhi Assembly elections. Elections are the biggest festival of democracy. They are a medium to keep the country and the state advancing on the path of development and good governance. I urge the people of Delhi to choose a government that focuses on improving the standard of living, combating corruption, reducing pollution, and providing quality services to make everyday life easier." Under the guidance of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP government has been continuously working towards comprehensive development of Delhi and will further our efforts to turn dream of Viksit Delhi into reality. That's the president of BJP putting out a post on X welcoming the announcement. Anjali Rai of the Aam Aadmi Party, ma'am, this is the first time that the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal specifically is facing serious charges of corruption, including the liquor case and the whole narrative around Sheesh Mahal. Do you think that this is something that can dent the Aam Aadmi Party's prospects in striking a hat-trick?
I don't think so, because we have a lot of work to showcase to the people. There are so many achievements of our government which we can showcase, and people really believe in us. I'm astonished. I'm amazed to see what Charu was talking about. I have also a few questions to her. I want to ask her, if we talk about education, we have built new schools, we have built new classrooms also. Our result is 96.99 in CBSE 12th class. But what about you? 60,000 schools in India have been shut down. 1 crore students are without schools. Why? 27,000 schools have been shut down in UP alone. And talking about unemployment, every 4th youth in the country is unemployed. What have you done? आप तो कहते थे कि 2 करोड़ जो है हर साल हम रोजगार देंगे, क्या हुआ उन रोजगारों का? प्राइम मिनिस्टर व्हेन वाज द सीएम ऑफ गुजरात, ही सेड जैसे जैसे डॉलर की कीमत गिरती है वैसे वैसे प्रधानमंत्री की साख गिरती है। क्या हुआ? व्हेन ही बिकेम प्राइम मिनिस्टर, the rate of dollar was 58.86 rupees and now 86 rupees. What happened then? You made so many promises to Delhi also, like in your Sankalp Patra in 2020, you said that by 2022, Prime Minister in fact said, you are going to give houses to the 15 lakh people living in clusters of Delhi. What happened? You made only 4,700 houses. It means that you are going to complete this project in 200 years. Hardeep Puri ji said that he was going to give ownership rights to all the people of unauthorized colonies. What happened? Did you give those rights to the people? Then you said land reforms will be done. It was supposed that master plan 2041 was supposed to be out by now. Where is it? Lal Dora was to be
Elections are all about promises.
What happened?
The Aam Aadmi Party also promised a lot in Punjab, and it's also being held to question for not really fulfilling many of those promises.
No, we are completing our promises in Punjab also. We made promises and we have finished only 2 years. We have 3 years more to
all right,
complete
but
all our promises.
yes, political parties making all sorts of promises, but Aditi Phadnis for the BJP, Delhi has really been confounding in terms of the challenge it poses. They've tried faces, they've tried all sorts of things. They've never managed, at least in the last 10 years, and of course they've been out of power in Delhi for 27 years. But to come back to power, and this time they seem more aggressive, more confident, and really fighting over very local issues in Delhi.
The only issues for Delhi are local issues, because Delhi is, the peculiar system of governance of Delhi. And just on a lighter note, Vasudha and Gargi, life would be so uninteresting and boring when all elections are held all together. This is also exciting. We've just finished one round of election. Now there's going to be another round, and with totally new issues and totally new matters to discuss. Delhi is a cosmopolitan city in the sense that the actual Delhiites who were born and have died or have lived here all their lives is relatively less. A lot of Delhi is dominated by people who come to work and then go back. Also, many areas of Delhi are dominated by people who are not from Delhi and have settled here looking for streets paved with gold. When they come here, they find that they're not actually paved with gold. All they want is to eke out a livelihood and, live a standard of living which is relatively better than what they have left behind. Aam Aadmi Party, in its second term, captured this vein very, very effectively. So it understood that Delhi wanted some specific local problems addressed, and it addressed those problems. Now, a lot of the things that have been done since then have fallen into disrepair or have become decrepit. They need to be overhauled. And because of the peculiar structure of governance of Delhi, Aam Aadmi Party is not able to address many of those issues on its own. It needs the support of the central government. Delhi has been has repeatedly sent to the Lok Sabha BJP MPs, but the BJP itself, as you pointed out, has been out of power for 26 plus years. So clearly there's a mismatch between what it is offering at the center and what people expected to offer in the state government.
Right.
It's very interesting to see the kind of promises that are being made. And I'm not sure if Delhi will be able to capture the imagination or BJP will be able to capture the imagination of Delhi and basically throw Aam Aadmi Party out.
Like, so going hyper-local, seat by seat seems to be the way forward, and I think the Prime Minister also tried to do that. That's a very important point. Asad Abbas, how is the Congress party looking at this? Because of all the parties, it's the Congress party that has suffered the biggest setback in the last 10 years, from 45% vote share to the party is at 5% vote share now. In fact, the Congress party fought with the Aam Aadmi Party in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, but you even lost the lead that you had in 2019. So clearly there is a lot of mismanagement on the Congress's side when it comes to Delhi strategy. Is it trying to, in some ways, course correct this time? How is the party looking at these elections?
Vasudha ji and of course Gargi ji, let me tell you, nobody can take away the legacy of Sheila Dikshit ji, who was the Chief Minister of Delhi for the last, previous of the 15 years. And the immaculate work done by her is set a precedent now. Also, I was listening to Aditi ji and she made a very interesting jibe. I completely agree with her. It was also a very smart statement to be made towards the one nation, one election. In हमारे में कहावत है, एक मार्क दो निशान. Nevertheless, now coming straight to the point, let me tell you, Gargi ji, this is not Dil Walon Ki Dilli, this is also Dimag Walon Ki Dilli. Of course, Bharatiya Janata Party has been given their due term in the Lok Sabha. The Aam Aadmi Party has given their due term in the Vidhan Sabha. But this time, like the exit polls, there is going to be a surprise in the hand. Who is in Delhi right now? DK Shiv Kumar. He's called the rainmaker because he makes things happen. This man turned around the whole state of Karnataka with his schemes, which are quite successful, winning constantly. So therefore, this man coming into fray with the recent announcement, this will be a power-packed answer to Ladki Behna. And I will tell you today that the Delhi's women voters will be the defining factor. So therefore, this Congress's strategic move is going to turn around. Also, let me tell you, I think the narrative needs to be right. The Bharatiya Janata Party's leader, Ramesh Biduri, making sexist remarks, no action, is the same person saying, what did he say? Charuji, could you please answer? Ugravadi, Atankwadi. Not just
Is
that,
there a
Parvesh Verma
disconnect or
giving
some
out
sort of
money.
coordination issue between your, what we refer to as the high command of the Congress and the local Congress of Delhi, with Ajay Maken having to postpone that press conference that he was going to hold, where he was going to talk about how Arvind Kejriwal, why he's considered anti-national, and so that press conference got postponed when he even spoke about him being a Farjiwal.
Gargi ji, I think in any party, be it the Bharatiya Janata Party, Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress Party, it is the High Command which takes the important decision. So therefore, if the press conference was not taken place, it was the High Command's decision, and that shall be. I truly believe that the narrative of any respective elections, be it Lok Sabha or Assembly elections, is led by the party's chief leadership. Therefore, the decision was taken. But the fact of the matter is, the Bharatiya Janata Party today needs to answer on the sexist remarks of Ramesh Biduri. Why do they give tickets to hate mongers like a Ramesh Biduri and Parvesh Verma, who time and again come out and make communal statements? Parvesh Verma calling for the boycott of Muslims, giving away 1100 rupees to the people. Not just that, and Ramesh Biduri, no action. Is this how they reward those people who do Hindu-Muslim, who do jibes against women? It's absolutely unfair and unfortunate. I'm glad that I'm the only man in this wonderful intellectual women's panel here, and we respect that. But is this a respect which Bharatiya Janata Party shows towards women? This is absolutely unfortunate. I think that the bar which is set in elections is led low by the representative of the people. It is very important to have the right representation in people, because to me, it truly hurts me. Sheila Dikshit was the chief minister and a powerful one at that. That is what Congress Party stands for. And today, Bharatiya Janata Party having leaders like Ramesh Biduri sets the bar very, very low.
Okay, so the language of political discourse, of course, is a matter of concern, and we have seen these comments coming from different political parties, political leaders, and that, of course, is something that needs to be condemned. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us on this broadcast. The stage is all set for this high-stakes Delhi battle between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, but of course, the Congress also trying to do its bit there. Delhi will vote on the 5th of February, and the results will be declared on the 8th of February.
And the big question, will we see a change coming, after 10 years of, or 12 years rather, of the Aam Aadmi Party? Well, that will remain to be seen on the 8th. With that, we'll slip into a short break. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay with us.